If you've been feeling just tired of the constant noise and the hype that surrounds AI, and if you're just looking for a space where you can finally make sense of it all, you're in the right place. So let's take a nice, deep breath together and begin. Maybe you've been trying to get your head around AI for a while now. You've probably spent hours, maybe more than you'd like to admit, scrolling through feeds, watching these really complex tutorials, and reading just article after article. And still, after all of that, you're left feeling lost. It's like you're in a sea of confusing and overwhelming and just plain contradictory information. It feels like every single expert has a totally different opinion, right? And you're left there wondering, who am I supposed to believe? If any of that sounds familiar, I want you to know that you are not alone in this. This little explainer is meant to be your safe harbor, a quiet space where we can cut through all that chaos and find some real clarity together. Every great story, every adventure, it always starts with a single step. And today, we're going to embark on a journey to demystify AI. But first, we have to be honest about the world we're in. We have to acknowledge this really challenging, kind of chaotic landscape we're all trying to navigate. Have you ever had that feeling, that little voice in your head telling you that you're falling behind in the world of AI? I really, really need you to hear this next part and just let it sink in. It is not your fault. The problem isn't you. It's the way AI is being taught. Honestly, it's being explained in the worst possible way, with the entire focus on all the wrong things. See, instead of getting clarity, we just get bombarded with noise. It's this relentless stream of buzzwords and marketing hype and a whole lot of fear-mongering. Every single week, there's a new game-changing tool, and it feels like you're in this frantic race just to keep up. It's exhausting, isn't it? And all of this chaos, it so easily leads us down the wrong path. We start our journey with the absolute best of intentions. We're full of excitement, but then we take a turn that leads straight to a dead end. So let's explore exactly why this happens and, more importantly, how we can find the right path forward. So, why? Why do so many of us feel so stuck on this AI learning journey, even after we've put in hours and hours of work? What's the missing piece of this puzzle? Well, the answer is actually a lot simpler than you might think. It's not about how hard you're working or how many videos you watch. It's all about where you start. The absolute key to getting this right is choosing the right starting point. Just look at this. We so often get caught up chasing the symptoms, right? We jump on the latest tool, we try to memorize a few prompts from a top 10 video. But that's like putting a Band-Aid on a broken arm. The real issue, the cause of all the confusion, is that we're missing the fundamentals. This isn't a tool problem, it's a thinking problem. And that is the cycle of confusion that so many of us are trapped in. But what if I told you there's a way to break free? By really, truly understanding the core principles of how AI thinks, you gain this incredible power and confidence to navigate this whole changing world without any of the fear. And the good news is there is a better way. There's a clearer, calmer path that leads to genuine, lasting understanding. And it's not about finding shortcuts. It's about building a solid, unshakable foundation of knowledge, one piece at a time. I want you to just imagine a world where you're no longer chasing trends, where instead you have this deep, intuitive understanding of the fundamentals. And this approach, it isn't about complex math or a bunch of code. It's just about developing a new way of thinking, a set of clear mental models that will truly empower you. And this is the key. This is what unlocks the door to real clarity. Because once you grasp these core concepts, the world of AI won't seem so intimidating anymore. All that noise will just fade into the background. And you'll be left with this wonderful sense of calm and control and confidence. So, are you ready to see what this journey to clarity actually looks like? Because this isn't some random walk in the dark. It's a carefully designed 8-step path, and it's made to guide you from that feeling of confusion to a place of true understanding. So, our journey starts with step 1, demystifying what AI actually is, seeing it not as magic, but as powerful prediction tech. Then we'll move to step 2, breaking down large language models in plain English, understanding them as expert pattern matchers, not thinking minds. In step 3, we'll clarify the difference between AI agents and simple automation. Step 4, we'll peek behind the curtain at how these systems really work. Then, crucially, in step 5, we'll talk about where we, as humans, still matter most. After that, we'll apply these ideas to real-world scenarios, look at what AI will and won't change, and finally, we'll build a strategy for how to keep learning all this stuff calmly without burning out.
And just remember, clarity isn't some destination you arrive at all at once. It's not a sudden lightning strike of genius. It's the quiet, steady result of just answering one confusion at a time, until the whole beautiful picture finally comes into view.
So now I want you to ask yourself a quiet question. Is this journey for me? Let's be really honest about who's going to get the most out of this way of learning.
This journey, it's not for people who are chasing shortcuts. It's not for those who want that overnight mastery. It's for people who understand that real, deep knowledge is something you build, not something you find.
This journey is for the curious minds. It's for professionals who are tired of the noise and just want real understanding. It's for all the learners out there who simply don't want to feel stupid anymore when this topic comes up. And if you have ever, even for a split second, thought to yourself, everyone else seems to get this AI stuff except me, I want you to know, with all my heart, that you belong right here. This is your place. Before we finish, I want to leave you with one last really powerful idea, and I want you to hold on to it. Please, please remember, AI isn't a race. It's not a competition you have to win. You see, AI is so much more than just technology. It's a new way of thinking. It's a new lens to see the world through. And when you embrace this new way of thinking, you unlock your own incredible potential. This journey is a marathon, not a sprint. So let's just take it one simple step at a time and learn this properly. And let's do it together. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure.